Hey guys, Rangineer yet again bringing you a League of Legends Challenger tier commentary, this time on the Oceanic server. Actually, we've got a lot of guys from LGC in the crowd, in the teams on both sides, so let's get right into the teams, shall we? LGC's Carbon, going to be playing the Rengar on blue side. LGC's Tallysmacka, going to be playing, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, playing the Vayne. LGC's Joo playing the Thresh. I'm not even sure if that's a real thing or just a made-up nick. I'm not too sure. Middle lane playing Lulu, presumably in the middle lane. And Chief Spookz playing the Cho'Gath. On the opposite side, we have Ended playing the Ezreal Poito playing the Nidalee. Chief Swiffer is playing Irelia top lane. Chief Swiffer playing the Vladimir. And LGC's ChuChuZ playing the Bard as he just gets a bit of a stun off there on the Rengar. So a lot of LGC people, a lot of Chief people, so interesting stuff on every side. It's going to be quite interesting, I do believe. I'm going to see how this game props up. Interesting lineups overall, I find, so I'm actually kind of interested to see, especially with the way Bard is played this game, because I haven't seen a lot of Bard. He doesn't, you know, he came out kind of underpowered. You're used to seeing champions coming out a little bit maybe overpowered and having to nerf, but some champions do the opposite, and he kind of came out as one of the lower tier supports. He has very interesting mechanics. His Tempered Fate is actually a really, really interesting ability, as well as his magical journey, but maybe it's just people not being able to use him to his full potential, especially not in solo queue. But overall, I look forward to seeing what exactly we can this guy can do against the Thresh and Vayne bot lane. He's going to have a bit of a hard time, so he might be having a bit of a hard time. We shall see. Seems like Cho'Gath on the blue side. Chief Spookz is actually going to grab the Raptors, then B and TP back to lane with some extra stuff against the Irelia. Irelia is going to have some easy experience and last hits to start the game off. So you know she's not going to say no to that. Bot lane seeing a location here. Let's see, Bard versus Ezreal. I mean, there's a decent amount of poke. Both these guys have skill shots, and you know if Bard lands a good slow off, he doesn't have to get a stun off. If he lands a good slow off or even a stun, that can be an easy harass from Ezreal if it's in a particularly good position. But it's what we're going to be seeing. Ezreal, very kite heavy champion, very heavy on the kite. And while Vayne maybe early on not too strong, but eventually does become a more late game monster. Extremely tank killing focused, and the way she builds, she's going to be able to, for instance, completely melt Vladimir in this game. So Vladimir's not going to, you know, no matter how much health he builds, Vayne is always going to be able to have his number due to just the fact that she builds Bork and has built-in true damage. Top lane, the opposite side, also has some built-in true damage, of course, with Irelia. But it's just going to be interesting to see how that happens. Irelia, as long as she can sort of like dodge around Cho'Gath, like he's already got himself a bunch of potions, Vision Ward, and a Mana Pod, so he's just going to be able to sustain this lane forever. It feels like this is a bit of a sort of like chill out, hope nothing happens matchup. Both these guys running teleport, there's not going to be a lot of kill pressure. Irelia might have gone for a kill pressure a little earlier on, but so far I don't think much happening. Seems like both junglers come in mid, but overall nothing happening there. Nidalee in the jungle. Nidalee is pretty versatile as a champion these days, especially due to kind of her bruiser type builds being more popular now. It allows her to jungle, she can go top lane, she can go mid lane, and all those things kind of work. You don't see her as much in the top lane anymore, to be perfectly honest. She's actually now going to go to the opposite side and start counter jungling, knowing that Rengar actually seemed to have gone B. Sorry guys, I forgot to do the thingamabobby. Let's do the thingamabobby. Oop, nice bit of death sentence there coming out, trying to get a bit of something done, and you know, why not? Why not try to get a bit of something done? Last hit-wise, Vayne, everybody's pretty equal. Like, these early numbers aren't too amazing, you know, like nothing you pay too much attention to. Although Vayne is slightly ahead, but it seems like there haven't been any trade-wise. It seems maybe that the other's opposite side has won. It seems like the hook went in, but not going to accomplish much of that. Bit of a slow on the Thresh. They're just going to back off and not think about that much anymore. Vladimir against Lulu. Vladimir, of course, has a sustain game. He has a good laning phase. He can always sustain. He has popped his potion, but he's always going to be able to sustain back up a little bit and push the lane back in case he needs to. Top lane Irelia seems to be getting a little bit low. Has mused up all of her flask, popping yet another potion. Cho'Gath sitting pretty on the sustain, of course, because of his Vorpal Spike, which is actually maxing. He is going to have a lot of sustain. Nidalee coming top here. That's why Irelia was playing so risky there. They're going to go for all the way. Irelia giving some attack speed. Nice dodge of Cho'Gath's Q, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The spear lands, some more auto attacks. So maybe just trying to force Cho'Gath away. Irelia taking a bit of damage there from minions. Bot lane seems like everybody's sort of setting up for another possible engage. Bard, the thing is that Bard needs to hit his Q in a very specific way. Like, he gets a stun off, but needs to hit it in a very specific way. It has to bounce off the champion into a wall or another champion for it to become a stun. So it's actually quite hard to hit. Mid lane, ooh man, look at that Vladimir taking all the harass. Hasn't gone B yet, but Lulu has actually gone back, gotten herself a Chalice of Harmony, so she can actually tank some of that stuff from Vladimir. So she should be fine. It's going to be interesting to see who actually manages to gank. Rengar, nobody's really done huge ganks. Okay, nice bit of wording there from Lulu as Nidalee. That's just going to completely stop any aggression from Nidalee. Vladimir is really low. He's actually considering going for this, but maybe they're just going to push the tower and then see what happens from that. Irelia being pushed to her tower here. Going to be forced to B. It doesn't have any more sustain. Rengar kind of from behind, hoping that they can possibly get a dive going. Cho'Gath, of course, has his ultimate, so he has the true damage. Are they going to go for it? Seems like they are. Irelia's going to be forced to back off. The Q hits up, forcing the flash. They're going to take that. They're going to take that bot lane. Nothing happening so far. Just kind of the same game. This game is fairly passive so far. Some harass coming out, but no heavy trades in any favor. Let's look at the sustain. Neither Ezreal nor Vayne have actually used their potions. Support-wise, yeah, okay, Thresh has used his health pots, and still one biscuit on the Bard, but we're just going to see how telling that's going to become, because I feel like when you think about ultimates and team fights, bot lane, it's definitely the advantage for Vayne. Death Sentence misses there. Nice bit of going here. Bard and the Nidalee. Nice knockback. Nice condemn from the Vayne. Are they going to be turns around? Nice flash from Thresh. I do think he's going to die, though. Nothing happening. Nice W from the Ezreal to get the kill with the Essence Flux. So that's going to be first blood for Ezreal. Definitely the guy you want to give it to if you are. Either, you know, maybe Nidalee or Ezreal. Or the Irelia, those are the guys you want to feed. Like, Vladimir will take a kill early, but that's not his, like, thing. Vladimir, what you want with this guy is you want him to farm, and you want him to come into a team fight, do his thing, and then farm again. And you want to come back into a team fight, and farm again. And that's just what you want to keep doing. In top lane, what you want to be doing is you want to be not denying farm Irelia, despite some pressure early. He's actually done a good job of farming. She's actually gone for Phage first. I feel like a lot of Irelias actually prefer to go Sheen, but she's going for Phage, going to get the stun under the tower, going to try to force an attack on her, but so much burst, that was a pretty bad decision by Irelia there. Two guys that can deal out a lot of damage and have some CC. That was a pretty bad decision by Irelia to play aggressively. She was going to lose her tower, she was just giving it up, didn't want to, understandably, but just no chance there to do anything, so she's just going to die and give a kill for free. Neither Dragon seems like Irelia is starting to set up. Going to Cougar. Just gonna... Leopard? Cougar? Cougar? I don't know. She has a leopard thing, but it's Cougar. Thresh gonna go in on her. Flay hits, but the Death Sentence misses. Lulu in position to try to slow him around, so that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna turn around and see if anything can happen. Vladimir should just hard push this lane as Lulu's out. But he's just gonna play it a little slow, has his ultimate. It's just going to be a factor. It's going to be interesting to see how this team plays it so far. Irelia, at this point, should just be able to free farm this lane. Seems like she's going to push it out a little bit. For some reason, I'm not a huge fan of this skin. I don't know why. I feel maybe that with the type of champion she is, somehow blue doesn't fit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird that way. So bot lane so far is kind of the lane that's sort of winning. Is Ezreal going for a straight up Manamune? Not even Sheen. Nope. Triforce. Nope. Could have gone for Sheen and Tyr, but goes straight up Manamune. He does, you know, he does collect stuff faster with Manamune than just with a simple, because it does grant him mana for basic attacks, while Tyr only collects mana on spells. So just by doing basic attacks, you collect mana, and eventually start doing more and more damage. So, you know, it's a why not. It's a why not. Collect it faster, get a Muramana faster, and then eventually you have a Triforce. Or you might, of course, go for an Iceborne Gauntlet. Rengar in position, Arcane Shift, and a Flash. You knew he was going to be in danger. Nice ult there from ChuChuZ, but he would have actually ended, wouldn't have needed that. He would have needed to Flash there if the ultimate had come off. Like, he wouldn't have needed it to survive. with the ultimate coming off, I think. Not with Rengar in that position. Thresh going out there now just to ward. Okay, let's get some vision on the map. Make sure my team can't do much. Vladimir getting his usual stuff. With the Hextech Revolver, he's going to be really hard to bully out of lane. Like, that's kind of what you want to do as Lulu, but you can't really bully Vladimir, and Vladimir can't really bully her either. So, bot lane seems like Nidalee went in for some action, but well read by blue side, and Tallysmacka and Joo are just going to be totally fine. Bard just going to sort of like, I'm running fast. Wee! And yeah, look at that. Wee! I fly. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. Seems like they're gonna go on this Ezreal. No, never mind that. Never mind that. Top lane, Irelia has actually been allowed to free farm quite a bit. Cho'Gath already has his Rod of Ages. She's gonna be working all that bonus. Rod of Ages, so many stats for so little. Nice stun comes off on the Vayne. Are they gonna get the kill? Arcane. Okay, everybody's spending everything. Ult comes off as well. Spear barely misses for the 2 kills. For the double kill for Nidalee, Poito almost had a very, very nice double kill. But this gives them the perfect opportunity to go and pressure this dragon. Bot lane is going to be pushed in as well. So they're going to have to sacrifice a lot to take some damage on the tower. Yeah, heal's coming off with his shrines. You know, caretaker shrines being put down to heal the Nidalee so she can just continue doing what she's doing. Ezreal coming in here as well. That should be an easy dragon for them here. So they're just going to take that quite easily. Didn't have the smite up, but not necessary with the way the positioning was, so they were quite safe. Bard actually gone on mid lane to chill, like, hello, I'm running by myself and I have a bunch of little dudes with me. Has Vladimir gone back to buy it? He has not. Lulu gone back to buy it? She has not. Irelia playing safe here top lane. Like, she's like, they're not going to be able to dive her, not at the tier 2 tower. She has her ultimate. She hasn't gone back to buy yet, it seems, but she has her ultimate, and she's going to be pretty safe. Vladimir going to get ganked here mid lane. Thresh going in with Moby Boots. Nice pull there to get out of the flay. Lulu going to get as much stuff on him as he can. He's going to force the ult flash away, but he's going to die due to the ignite. Irelia here in position. Nidalee coming in as well. The box going to be put down, and Irelia actually gets taken down by the Lulu. Rengar comes in to help clean this up. Double kill for Lulu, and 3 people die on red side with nobody but Thresh dying on the blue side. Now ChuChuZ coming in, try to mop this up, try to prevent them from taking this tower, doing as much as he can. Has to be careful though. The flash gonna come in from the little Rengar as well. The exhaust on and flash away. He's gonna ult to stop the Rengar. Is it gonna be enough? He's being slowed so much. Yes, he's actually going to lift, but the tower might go down. As Rengar is just doing his, you know, angry cat noises to take down the tower. Angry kitty. Very angry kitty. Oh man, that was a nice bit of action. Really just everybody kind of flowed in at the right time, at the right place, into the right place, into the right time for blue team. Like, they started with Lulu and Thresh, and then Vladimir died, then Rengar came in, and Nidalee came in response, and Irelia came in, but then even more support appeared in the form of Cho'Gath, and lots of crazy stuff happening. And it's kind of interesting the way that this game has been so far, that the AD carries have just been left alone and the supports have been roaming and doing their job. That's what you see the differences between like high level play and lower level plays like Silver and Challenger. Like supports, like at a certain point, supports like, okay man, you're the AD carry, I trust you not to die, okay? Like, can I go roam and try to create an advantage for the team, ward around and trying to do some stuff, and just honestly believe that you won't get your ass killed? Can I just trust that that might happen? And the AD carriers are like, well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of, yeah, okay, yeah, I mean, if you can cause a bigger team fight, a 4v3 and maybe a 4v4, I mean, yeah, sure, let's do that. And just, they do that from both sides. Irelia still doesn't have her Triforce yet, should be working on it soon. Now, Irelia, around level 9, this is where she has her, like, big power spike. She should have her Triforce soon. Quite a bit of far behind in farm because she was kind of roaming mid there to try to accomplish something. Speaking of mid, Vladimir, Chief Spookz killing the Chief Swiffer. Chief Swiffer? What is a Swiffer? It sounds like some sort of Australian naughty word. Irelia gonna get caught as well. Is she gonna be able to get a response kill? Yes, with the help of Nidalee. She's gonna ult the Lulu, dodge the stuff. Lulu's gonna get still the kill on her, but Nidalee, seeing that there's support coming in, does not dare continue the fight. She probably could have gotten the kill, but doesn't dare continue the fight, as I do believe they had, due to the form of the visions, had vision on Cho'Gath. Really like this skin, it's kind of nuts. Bar gonna get a little bit caught off, being chased in. He's just gonna mystical journey himself away. Like, no thanks, I'm gonna take a mystical journey to a faraway land where you are not invited. Let's look at the item status so far. Ezreal, Manamune, and the Sheen. It's probably pronounced Manamune, especially if you're a guy that's into like anime and Japanese cartoons and movies and stuff. You're like, it's Manamune, man! Stop saying Mune! Noob Americans say Mune, but whatever. Manamune, about halfway to being a Muramana, alongside a Sheen. Nidalee has her Magus and working on her own tier. She's not going to have a hard time getting that going to just, you know, spam ability. Irelia still not on her Triforce. Really behind. Really behind. Like, she's level 9. This is where she should be having her Triforce, or being extremely much closer to her Triforce than this, and having her power spike. But she's died 3 times and just now has 100 last hits. So it's been pretty dangerous for her. Vladimir trying to go in hard on this Lulu. It seems like he's going to go for an Abyssal Scepter, or Negatron Cloak. So it's probably going to be an early Abyssal Scepter for him to try to cause some damage. Wow, everybody's kind of split around by the blue team. Cho'Gath chilling over here. Nunu, Rengar over here. Oh, Nidalee, nice bit of dodge. Nice dodge of the Rupture, or else she would have just totally dead. They're going to go on the Vlad. He's going to force to pull to dodge the silence. Dodges the knockup. Dodges the slow afterwards, but the Ignite comes off. He's going to ult in response. Is he going to throw around his spells? Yeah, but what's it's going to do? Nidalee coming in here doing some damage, but that's just not enough. Nobody anywhere at any time. Ezreal coming in to help. Irelia takes the opportunity to take down a turret, finally getting a little bit of response. Nice death sentence on the Nidalee. They're going to go in, but the Cho'Gath getting a little bit low. Nope, that's going to be a Lantern. Ezreal going to follow. He's not care. Spear misses. Rupture, nice dodge. Ultimate misses as well from Ezreal. One auto attack. Nice shield removed to save Cho'Gath's life. And Thresh in a perfect position gets the flay off and the box. Rengar coming in trying to chase his Ezreal. Nice bit of kiting. Perfect shield from Lulu to save Cho'Gath from that last auto attack of Ezreal's. Amazing play. Just the kiting by these guys. Just perfect Lantern, perfect shield by Lulu. Just a lot of kiting and a lot more people being in the right place at the right time. Irelia, perfect flash going straight in, but Lulu unfortunately had her ultimate. Is she going to be able to get the kill? No, she is not. LGC Carbon gets the kill on the Irelia here, despite the Irelia being, in essence, in a way, in a favorable position, flashing into 2 people that are low. That's a situation when Irelia usually finds herself, yeah, I can kill these guys. She might have not had her Triforce, which definitely takes out a lot of her kill potential. And that's unfortunate. Maxing Heat style first, depending on who you talk to, that's also a thing. Like, if you're Irelia, should you max Heat style first, or should you max Equilibrium Strike first? And that's just a thing. Like, if you ask certain people, they'll say one thing, and they're going to give you reasons for it. Like, yes, a lot of Irelia's damage comes from the fact that she deals auto attacks. That is very true. But a lot of, like, that's a little bit later on. It's when she has her Triforce ready, is when she actually starts auto attacking stuff. And also, yes, maxing it helps with her sustain, but it just depends on the kind of level. And I guess in a lane against Cho'Gath, where it's going to be a sustained game, I can definitely see maxing Heat style. But, you know, knowing I'm not going to have kill pressure this lane, so I'm not going to bother. But I feel like if you're Irelia and what you're going to go for is like the kill pressure, you go with Equilibrium Strike. She's going to get knocked up here and silenced. Going to turn around and get the stun off. Going to get, you know, eaten a little bit. You know, have a bit of her shoulder taken out. But otherwise going to be fine. I will say one thing for Red Team. They are a little bit behind. 4K gold, towers behind. They have been, and Nidalee has been doing a great job of dragon control. It's going to be the second dragon. It's not huge. You know, the second dragon compared to the first dragon, like, the damage to towers and building is nice. But the first dragon, I feel, is, like, super important because it allows you to take care of objectives. But now, if they do win a team fight, they're going to be able to take down those towers so much faster because they only have 1 tower so far. They really need to start doing something about that. Nidalee needs to start hitting their spears, or people just need to stop dodging their spears. I'm not sure which it is at the moment. Rengar, oof, nice arcane shift there for Ezreal. Actually turning around. Has his Muramana ready. Good. Almost. No, he doesn't. I thought he did. Never mind. And Iceborne Gauntlet, so he's just going to be a kite machine this game. Going to be able to do a lot for his team, and just has to be a little bit careful. Irelia really needs to start working on her attack times. This game, I mean, Bork is not an item that you would be against Irelia having this game. against someone like Cho'Gath. But when it's mostly just Cho'Gath, maybe not. Thresh trying to get himself in position to get the death sentence off on Bard. Gonna go and get the play. The box comes off. Is gonna be enough. Bard gonna ult himself. And the Rengar is gonna be able to get away. Vayne almost kills him. Nice mystical journey there to get out. And Ezreal actually gets the kill on Vayne with the help of Irelia, who came in the nick of time. So finally, you know, red team getting some engagements. Blue team still early advantage, but they need to be able to capitalize on it. Vladimir being forced to flash away. He's going to get away as Thresh flashes in. Nice death sentence. That's going to hit him. And Nidalee there to support. He's going to ult, gets all of his spells off, but every time this happens, it's just not enough. The ult is not going to kill Joo. And it's just Vladimir keeps getting caught. I mean, 4 deaths, 1 assist. He's not been in fights. He's not really been useful. He's trying to farm up, and he's been doing a great job at farming. I'll give him that. He has the most farm in the most last hits in the game, but he's not really been present in fights. What's been happening is that he gets caught by 3 members of blue team and killed, and he really needs to stop doing that. Swiffer really needs to stop doing that. He really needs to go back top. Irelia and Vladimir, the way I see this game, Irelia and Vladimir just need to keep farming. They need to go out. They need to keep farming. They need to keep farming. Irelia, I don't know. Bork, maybe it's good against Cho'Gath, but at this point in the game, they need a tank. And they need a tank. That's pretty much what I'm going to say about that. They really need to orient themselves towards that way. Let's look at blue side. Rengar, of course, you know, warrior upgrade, no surprise. Has his cleaver. I really like the new cleaver, actually. Especially like him on bruisers. It's nice that they're they're buffing damage dealing on bruisers, because that's one of the things bruisers had. They never, like, they always had to give up so much to be able to deal damage. Like you have like the brutalizer, and that's like, like what item, what do bruisers need to do damage? Guys like Rengar, they need cooldown reduction and they need attack damage. What gives them that? Holy crap, the black cleaver gives them that. So that's a great bit of stuff. Really nice item to see this on bruisers. I've seen even like freaking Garen build this stuff. Maybe not, you know, the best guy for it, but it's fun. Cho'Gath taking a little bit too much damage, constantly being shielded, and they're just gonna grab Baron. Because, you know, the warding was non-existent. So why not? Why not just go out there, see that there's no warding? Irelia's gonna get an easy kill on Cho here. That's the slow. Just auto attack, 1 ult, proc, that's it. She knows Rengar's coming, so she's going to play it safe. She should be fine at this point. Have Merc Treads. I really like Merc Treads on Irelia alongside, just because her alongside her Ionian Fervor is just like, good luck keeping her CC'd for long. So I was walking over items. Vayne, Bloodthirster into Zeal. That is, I'm not sure if that's some sort of funky Oceania stuff, but can't say I've seen this as any sort of standard. Usually you see Bork into Dancer or Shiv, and then maybe you follow it up with this, or iEdge, actually, because you don't really need much more lifesteal after Bork. But this is weird and funky, and it will be interesting to see how this works out. Because I understand, you know, like, Bork helps against Vladimir, but they've kind of been killing Vladimir anyway, so they don't need it as much. Also, I find this build on Vladimir a little weird, too. Like, I understand the Scepter. I understand magic resist against Thresh, Cho'Gath, Lulu. Yeah, makes sense. Definitely makes sense. AP, nice. Lowering magic resist around everybody around you helps him. Helps Nidalee, in a way, helps Ezreal as well. Yeah, okay, nice. I get it. But Vladimir, what you really want, I think, is Zhonya's. You always want Zhonya's, because by giving Zhonya's in every single fight, it allows Vladimir his 3 spell rotations. The way it works, Vladimir goes in, he pops his ult, he pops his ult, he pops his E, he pops his Q, he maybe auto attacks once if he can, then he pools, and he lifesteals a bunch of stuff back up, and he waits, and then he comes out of his pool, and then he Qs, and he E's, and he does stuff, and then he takes a little bit of damage, then he Zhonya's. And then again, once he's out of Zhonya's, he has his spell rotation again. And now he's going to blood pool just to get out of that death sentence. But at least life still is out of back. Irelia going to get caught here. Almost enough throw boards to be taken down. They're going to go on the Vayne. Irelia doing her job. Why is she? I'm not exactly sure. I can turn around because she didn't have, but she just kept auto attacking. Thresh going to get caught as well. Going to put the box down. Never mind. Double kill for Ezreal. Nice bit of engage there. Rengar gonna get caught, gonna turn around, try to kill the Irelia, gonna get stunned. Is she gonna be able to get away? Yes, she is. Goes or turns around to kill Carbon. 3 kills for red team. They're starting to turn this stuff around. 2 dragons. Gonna just want to see him start taking down objectives. Vladimir here saying hi to Lulu. What's up? You're gonna run fast. I'm just gonna chase you down with the Abyssal Scepter. Has Nidalee there to support. Nidalee, who actually did go for Oceania's. But that's why I feel Vladimir needs Oceania. It's just because Vladimir with Zhonya's, it allows him to rotate basically 3 spell rotations in a fight while staying completely safe. After that, you basically just have to outplay. But it makes things just a little bit easier in a team fight. Everybody kind of focuses you, and all of a sudden they can't. Then they take damage, and you heal up, and then they can't focus you again. He's actually gonna pull ult here. Not sure. Does he have enough? Death Sentence at the perfect time, so he doesn't have the spell rotation. Still gets the kill. Is he gonna continue? Gonna follow up on this Thresh. Gonna get flayed. Rengar turns around. He's gonna flash forward to get the Q off. Not enough. Shield from Lulu. Doesn't have Ignite for the Thresh there, but nice bit of play there from Vladimir. Grabbed the kill on the Vayne. And almost followed up. If Rengar hadn't come around, he might have actually still gotten the Thresh. You've played that correctly. See, in that kind of scenario, that's what I'm talking about. There, yeah, sure, Abyssal Scepter definitely came in handy. I'm not saying it didn't, but he would have gotten he would have been closer to getting a double kill and to surviving if he'd had the Zhonya's in that position. But that's just my opinion, and you know what they say about opinions and people. Rengar gonna kind of like turn around this whole like we don't have dragon situations, you know. He's gonna say easy prey about the dragon, I assume, or maybe, you know, portable lift. Of course the Rift Scuttler is an easy prey. He's like super slow. He's just gonna cry as he runs away from you and you kill him. How does that make you feel? Don't you have a conscience? So blue side, Vayne does have Phantom Dancer now, so this is weird. Thresh Righteous Glory into Boots' ability because he just wants to get himself into position to death sentence someone. Lulu has Luden's Echo alongside her Unholy Grail. Seems like another rod, so this might be a cap. Might be a Zhonya's, probably a cap. On the opposite side, Ezreal has a Last Whisper alongside his Boots, Gauntlet, and Muramana, so he's just going to do a butt ton of damage all the time. We're going to see whether he builds the... constantly forget what it's called, the item that restores mana once you use it and builds from BF Sword, and now Thresh is going to get caught and killed, and Ezreal's like, yeah, I'm a Kite Meister. Try and get me. Ult! Oof! Nice flash then from aim to get away. And it seems like blue team is finally like, okay, how about we start taking tower as I'm talking about this. Mid tower gets taken down for red team, and Vladimir dies as well, trying to defend it. Didn't pop his ultimate this time, it seems, and I assume Ezreal's going to grab this tower, or he's just going to be, never mind. Really want to start taking down tower, opening this map up a little bit, because blue team keeps getting tower. They're going to push in this top tower a little bit more, as Lulu and Cho'Gath seem to want to rotate there. Bard and Irelia going to come in there as well. Going to meet the Cho'Gath, get the stun off on him. The double stun there from the, or was it just low from the Bard? Not too sure. They're going to be a 2-on-2 fight. Nobody else to come in. Irelia not going to continue the chase, it seems. Bard considering using the Mystical Journey there. Irelia actually going to get popped up, but just gonna dodge it meanwhile. And all while all this is happening, mid lane, we see an Ezreal getting a bunch of kills out. Vayne gonna get saved. Oof! Trying to get stunned. Is it gonna be enough in a position? Vayne gonna get popped there. Ultimate gets hit by the Ezreal ultimate, but that's not gonna be enough. Thought she was gonna get taken down there, but it not. Lulu just gonna run away as she almost gets stunned really badly. Irelia trying to come in from the side. Went for Banchesville first. I love that here. Going in. Gonna be a little bit of dangerous for her here. Turn around. Stun the Cho'Gath. Tried to create a position for her team. Vladimir coming in here as well. Gonna pop her ult. Gonna try to chase down the Cho'Gath. Maybe try to get someone. Nice. But a lantern play there. Pop up with the rupture from Cho'Gath. That's gonna be enough. Are they gonna be able to push this any further? Yet again, seeing some misses of skill shots by people. Nidalee, the red team would have had a kill or two more at this point if Nidalee had hit her spears, but sometimes when you're just tossing them out there, it's not as easy as I sometimes make it sound. Surf Embrace, ready, good to go. Shield is quite nice on her because, you know, she can kind of play bruisery and keep on playing bruisery. So despite the fact the blue team had that Baron, I was like, ooh, okay, but now they have control of it, and they're thinking, okay, we've warded around it, we've killed wards. We've grabbed the thing, so let's grab another Baron. It's a nice bit of everything. Irelia sees this is happening. She's like, uh-oh, I'm gonna turn around and take a bunch of silver bolts in the face, but at least prevent this from happening on the opposite side. Nidalee gonna get caught, but Ezreal is in position. He's just gonna throw as many of his spells as he can. Rengar now coming in. Misses his slow. Ezreal trying to get some damage off. The entire blue team is there. Rengar is quite low. Spear coming up. Vladimir as well pops his ultimate. Going in with his blood pool. Gonna turn around. Run away with his ghost as he gets a kill on Joo with his ultimate and on Rengar as well, in fact. killing spree on all sides as 3 people die. And now red team, not losing anybody, should be free to grab this Baron at this point and finally push and start to get objectives. See this game, blue team first 10, 15 minutes, definitely first 15 minutes of the game were big advantage for blue team, but at this point you see the red team is starting to turn this around. Because of the water, seems like Cho'Gath is considering here something. Oh, I'm just going to Rupture, try to get away, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Ezreal's just going to auto-attack him to death, and goodbye. Like seeing that. Ezreal, you know, he's actually going for his Bloodthirster at this point. The thing is, Ezreal, yeah, he's not like super meta guy right now, but Ezreal continues to do some things extremely well. He continues to be able to kite well. Like, you can't say anything about his kiting. He can kite. You know, he can kite. He could kite yesterday. He can kite today. He'll be able to kite tomorrow. Mystic shots hurt more than you think. Alright? Sometimes they feel like they do no damage, but they accumulate, man. Alright? An auto attack and Mystic shot in the face from Ezreal as a harass, whether in lane or outside lane, it hurts, man. Just gonna add the mans a lot. So, he actually does a lot of damage. True, blue build on Ezreal. Really popular, really strong, really... Okay, it doesn't make him this crazy 80 carry like Vayne that just goes into a fighting and just 1v5 the entire team if played well enough. No. But Ezreal can kite 1v5. Arcane Shift, slow, Arcane Shift, just constantly kiting, stay in the back, doing a bunch of damage, repositioning a million times to get himself in position to do damage and make sure that the enemy does not position himself to kill him. Not someone you should pick into every team, but in some cases, definitely. Bot lane, red team getting another tower. I actually like the Banshee start on Irelia here. That's one of Trouble's. Actually gone for a Elixir of Iron just to be... I want to be a little bigger. I want to grow into a big girl. So 3-on-3, flash coming in from Vladimir. He's just going to flash all the way in. A blood pulls out, going to take some damage. His ult not going to kill much. Nice ult from Bard to follow up. Is it going to create a position? Cho'Gath is not as huge anymore, so he can actually block as much as he used to be able to, but I'm not sure whether this is a perfect idea. Vladimir still does some damage with the ultimate. Everybody coming out, just waiting for stuff to happen. Vladimir going to pull yet again, going to catch the Lulu shield. He can take it out. Nice bit of death sudden there from the Thresh. Irelia going to go in all the way on this Vayne. Is she going to get the kill off? She does not. They see the Ezreal coming as well. He's going to finish the Vayne off. They also get the Rengar. So nice bit of stuff. A lot of great delay tactics there from red team, like continuing knowing like, yeah, we can go in at certain points. And then actually doing that. And Ezreal just coming at the right times, throwing out all of his spells. At this point, got his Bloodthirster. So he should be fine. Doing as much damage as he can. Red buff with Ezreal. Oof. Ouch. Death sentence. Oof. Barely misses Ezreal there. I think it was actually going for Vladimir, but they might actually grab this tower. Nice Arcane Shift, unfortunately, into danger. Gonna get the kill on the Lulu. Die in response to the Lulu. But still yet another kill as Vladimir takes down the Cho'Gath and the Thresh dies to the Bard for the ace. And that's what Vladimir is so dangerous. Actually went for Mercury's Treads this game because, you know, whatever. But gone for his zones at this point. Stun coming off on both people. Vayne taking a spear in the face, dying. ChuChuZ gonna finish off the tower meanwhile. And our red team taking, like they were almost 5k under and now they're almost 6k over. 2 towers over, have an inhibitor, have a dragon over, and they're just gonna, you know, trump this whole thing by running in here and grabbing yet another dragon. I'm gonna take another sip of water because I'm kind of going nuts here. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Look at him. ChuChuZ has 3 little minions following. Okay, now he has no minions following. And Cho'Gath is running here. I'm gonna throw my stuff around for my home guards. Oh no. Okay, they're gonna grab the ChuChuZ is gonna die. And I think Rengar's actually going to grab this dragon because everybody from Red Team suddenly said, bail! Never mind, we're not going to do this. But you see the map. Top lane, Red Team has pressure. Bot lane, well, obviously, inhib is down. Red Team has pressure. Mid lane, Blue Team is trying to kind of turn the pressure around here, but the pressure is so heavily in the favor of Red Team now. They just have to set up another team fight. And the team fighting, they have the better team fighting, I feel, because Vladimir just go in and survive much more than he should. Irelia is just gonna, oh look, a Vayne! And just run in there. Nidalee is gonna be able to follow up and just start off with some poke and then just follow up. Ezreal can also kite from range and go in when it's safe. And he's gonna be able to keep himself even more safe now. Where the Bloodthirster actually went for Alacrity for more, you know, running around. So, and you got the Bard, you know, to help set him up. and, you know, just create team fights, make team fights just a little bit better. Cho gonna get caught, gonna take a spear in the face. Irelia just gonna chase him down. What's he gonna do? Rupture comes off, does some damage. Oof, that's a lot of damage on the Irelia. Oh my, the flay! Getting her out of the jump. She's gonna turn around, gonna Zhonya's and heal herself. Ezreal in a position to try to ult, start, gonna kill. Spook's gonna die, Irelia gonna die as well to the Thresh. Unfortunately, the fight continues as Ended actually goes down as well. Double kill on Vladimir as he joins the fight though, and now Rengar's gonna be forced to flash away to hopefully get away. Oh! Ultimate from the Bard almost hits him and unfortunately chases in the wrong direction. Is Carbon gonna be able to get away, as I'm wondering now? Bard just, nope, no. Slow. Yeah, you're gonna slow me in response, and you're gonna jump on me, and oh boy, I'm gonna stun you, and I'm gonna throw all my stuff at him. I'm gonna mystical journey away. This is an epic battle of epic proportions. That's just a million stuns coming out from ChuChuZ. Carbon is like, dude, I'm gonna get you. I have burst. I can heal myself. Here you go. And ChuChuZ is like, no, I'm gonna magical journey away. Are you gonna follow me? I'm gonna stun you, and I think I'm just gonna run away now. Bye. Maybe I can't kill you. I'm a lowly support. I'm gonna slow. I'm gonna try to get more damage off, but unfortunately, not another heal. Oh my god, as all this is happening, a tower gets taken down. Nice bit of chase. Carbon and ChuChuZ. Duel of epic proportions, I swear. Carbon's capacity to heal himself just a little bit too strong. You know, Battle Roar, so good. Oh, look at that. Cho'Gath's gonna get collapsed on yet again. Alright, he's gonna actually live this time. Not too bad. He's actually gone for a Ludens Echo himself. See a lot of guys building that. Become really popular. Maybe at first considered, yeah, maybe this thing is not gonna be that great. I'm not sure. It depends on who you're asking, but it's turned out to become really popular with a lot of people. See a lot of people building this. Lulu has it. Who this game doesn't have Ludens Echo? Okay, everybody on the red side does not have Ludens Echo. Never mind. Let's look at items. Rengar, of course, what we already talked about. Cleaver, Ghost Blade, and seems like he's going for a GA next. Alright, just good old doing some burst, trying to survive, killing some people. See the Vayne with Last Whisper, Dancer, and Bloodthirster. Seems like he's going to go for Eye Edge next, so it's kind of a reverse standard build, kind of funky. Thresh, next going for Kindle Gem alongside his Sightstone, so we're going to see what he builds that into. We're getting some magic resist going. Lulu getting her Void Staff alongside her Rabadons, so, you know, why not? She's going to want to start doing a little bit of damage. It's not her main thing, but she sort of has to play AP carry this game. And Cho'Gath, aside from his Frozen Heart, he's going very AP heavy as well. Void Staff and his Ludens Echo. So he's just going to continue doing damage on the opposite side. Ezreal has actually gone for a Banshee's Veil. Has a full build going. Banshee's Veil just helps so much this game. Going to pop his ultimate. Speaking of, you're going to get caught a little bit there. And the Nidalee gets taken out. They're going to turn this around. Pop the GA of Rengar. Is going to be enough. Ezreal is going to continue doing the chitin. Carbon going to start attacking, but Irelia just says hi and kills him. The chase continues. Mystical Journey, Magical Journey, whatever you want to call it. Double kill for the Irelia as she continues the chase. Lulu's going to get away, and Vayne's going to get away, but that's not enough. Surrender vote just fails for blue team. As they say, okay, maybe not. I was going over items, as Nidalee actually has Zhonya's and a cap herself. Irelia has gone for a Randuin's Omen, and she actually chases down the Lulu and goes to teleport to bot lane to try to finish the game here. This might be it. Only have Vayne to defend, and she's really not in a good position as Vladimir just kind of chases her down to her turret all the way. Actually, Zhonya's the laser just to kind of keep her away from his team. He's going to die for his efforts. The Vayne's actually going to die to the thanks of Bard, and that's going to be it. That's going to be the end of the game with the ace. Nice bit of team fighting. They didn't surrender, but it didn't matter. They lost that anyway. Nice teleport also from Irelia to come in and help her team finish this stuff up. And I gotta say, that was a nice game. Blue team started off with a nice advantage, but red team kind of showing, hey, we have a good team. We have a nice comp. We can play, and they just started slowly but surely churning out better team fights, taking advantage of the fact that blue team was out of position so many times, and they sort of fouled up their team fights. And when everybody in the COG sort of red team got going, Vladimir started to get going. Ezreal just got a crap ton of farm and really did damage and really did a good job kiting. Nidalee went in. Irelia kind of got back into the game as well. Started building, getting some tank items going and starting to do damage and just always focused on the Vayne. That was so important. Rengar never managed to really go in. Like, Rengar's job this game was go find Ezreal, kill Ezreal. He never really got to do that much because Ezreal can kite so well. What Irelia, she says, oh look, Vayne, go. Simple as that. Go, Equilibrium Strike, kill, do as much damage as you can, keep her out of the fight for as long as I can. If I die, doing so fine. If I kill her, even if I die, that's awesome. And when you got guys like Vladimir just stay in the fight for so long, it's just also, like, Nidalee can do some healing. Bard can do some tiny bit of healing and just keep the fight going for so long. That's kind of one of the things that red team have at our blue team. So that's just the way it was. But nice game overall, you know, like Oceanic server bringing the beats. And really liked it. So if you did like the video, guys, if you liked the game, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, on Reddit. Join the conversation on Reddit. Really like people talking to me on Reddit. Check out my stream on hitbox.tv/RanchNDA. I'm going to start streaming a lot more soon. And yeah, just check out some of my other videos, please. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. GG, Ranch out. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.